Hi everyone, I'm Sarah and this is Budgetsew, where we create stylish, fashionable looks as inexpensively as possible. Today I'm going to show you how to add a felt applique to a garment. I'm going to use a top that I already own, so I didn't have to go out thrifting. Now you can use a t-shirt, sweatshirt, sweater, or even a dress. This is a Dahlia sweater that I bought from the Salvation Army thrift shop about 5 years ago. It's 72% viscose and 28% nylon, and it has survived numerous washes and maintained its bright red color. I used to wear this top all the time, but I haven't worn it lately, so it's perfect for this project. I paid $3 at Dollarama for a package of 45 felt swatches approximately 6 by 6 inches. There are 5 sheets of each of the 9 colors, including yellow, red, pink, blue, white, black, light green, dark green, and orange. Since I'm working with a red shirt, I decided to use white felt for my applique. My applique is a heart that I drew approximately 2.5 inches high by 2.5 inches tall. You can make your heart any size that you like, but I recommend making a template first so that you can keep your hearts the same size. Once my template was drawn and I was happy with it, I traced the heart onto the white felt using a piece of blue chalk. I traced the heart in the upper right corner because I wanted to fit as many hearts on this piece of felt as possible. After I traced it, I cut it out. Then I evened up the sides of the hearts so they were as symmetrical as possible. I traced and cut out 9 hearts in total. I wasn't sure how many hearts I would need for this project, but I didn't think that it would be more than 9. Before I continue with the felt applique, please share this video with your friends and family. I'd love to help others sew and refashion on a budget and troubleshoot their favorite patterns. I also love sharing the treasure that I find at thrift shops. If you'd like to see more from Budgetsew, please subscribe and make sure that the bell is on so you receive a notification when I release a new video. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Budgetsew. Now, back to the DIY. Once I had the hearts cut out, I laid them on my red shirt to determine their placement. They can be arranged any way you like, but I recommend trying the shirt or garment on with the hearts pinned before sewing so that you can make sure that the hearts are exactly where you want them. I chose 3 hearts straight across the chest. The felt was a bit thin, so I decided to double up on the hearts and pin one heart on top of the other so that the red of the shirt did not show through the white felt. This also gave the hearts a bit of depth because they look stuffed. My next step was to sew the appliques to the shirt. In order to tack the hearts down, I sewed from the top center of the heart down to the point. Then I sewed down around the outline. Now, sewing the center line straight through the heart went very smoothly. No problems at all. I started at the top and sewed the line straight, and the stitches were even through both layers of the felt and the shirt. Here's where I ran into problems. I started sewing from the bottom point of the heart up the curve to the top, but my sewing machine did not want to do these small curves. Maybe it's because it's an older machine and it's set in its ways, but my stitching turned out terribly. The outline was jerky and uneven, and I ended up unpicking it. After unpicking the outline stitching, I hand sewed it down. I started by threading my needle and tying a knot in the end of my thread. I may have overdone the knot. Then I poked my needle up through both layers of felt, about 1/8 of an inch from the edge. This way, the knot was between the shirt and the felt and not visible. Next, I poked the needle up through all 3 layers, the shirt and 2 layers of felt, about 1/8 of an inch from the first stitch, as well as 1/8 of an inch from the edge of the felt applique. I made sure that the stitch that went through the red shirt was as small as possible and slightly under the edge of the heart, so that the white thread was not visible on the red shirt. I continued this stitch, I think it's a whip stitch, all the way around the hearts to secure them to the top. Hand sewing took longer than machine stitching, but I prefer the look of the whip stitch. Here is the finished top. look, I'm wearing Tommy Hilfiger jeans that I bought from the Hudson's Bay Company. The brand new Barrow Crown boots were a steal at Value Village thrift stores for $15.99. The earrings were in a Ziploc bag full of jewelry that I bought for $5 at a church Christmas bazaar. I hope you enjoyed how I added a felt applique to a top. Please like and share this video with your friends and family. And if you'd like to see more from Budgetsew, please subscribe. And if you'd like to stay up to date with Budgetsew, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Budgetsew. Thanks for watching. See you next time.